Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Today I will present about organizational process approach. Before we explanation about this chapter, introduction myself. My name is Dinda Daniar Wahyuningrum. I'm from Management International University Muhammadiyah of Surakarta. Okay, next slide is today I will explanation about learning object for this chapter. The first is to understand the diagnosing issues associated with organizational with process intervention, and the second to demonstrate the organizational confrontation meeting, and the third is to compare the intergroup relation intersection of Microsoft group and intergroup conflict, and the last to describe and evaluate the effectiveness of flat group intervention. Okay, and the next that's in organizational process approach. In this chapter, focus in three intervention. In the first is organizational confrontation meeting, and the second is intergroup relation, and the last is play group intervention. In chapter 10, we presented intervention aimed at improving interpersonal and group process. This chapter describes system-wide process intervention, change program direct and increasing the effectiveness of organizational problem solving, visioning and strategy making, and collaboration for a major subsystem or for entire organization. And the next, the first discuss about organizational confrontation meeting. Next, that is what is organizational confrontation meeting? Organizational confrontation meeting is method of the change mobilize organizational members to identify problems, set targets for action. This intervention is applied when the organization is stressed and when management need to manage resources in the context of problem solving. In the first step of intervention, the organizational confrontation meeting is among the earliest organizational web process approach development by organizational develop or OED practitioner. It helps mobilize the problem-solving resource of a major subsystem or world organization by encouraging members to identify and confront pressing issues. And the next is the second is intergroup relation. And the next slide is intergroup relation. What is intergroup relation? The intergroup relation approach are designed to help to solve a variety of organizational problems. It consists of two interventions. The first is Microsoft group, and the second is intergroup conflict resolution meeting. And the first is Microsoft group can be formed to address particular issues and use parallel process to diffuse group solution to the organization. And the second is the intergroup conflict resolution approach involve a method for mitigating dysfunctional conflict between group or department. Conflict can be dysfunctional in situations in which groups must work together. It may, however, promote organizational effectiveness when departments are relatively independent of each other. And the last is large group intervention. What is large group intervention? This intervention involves various stakeholders in large meeting to clarify values that are considered important, develop new way of working, convey a new vision of the organization, or to solve organizational problems. Large group interventions are designed to focus the energy and attention of a whole system around organizational processes of a vision, strategy, organizational design, or culture. It is best used when the organizational is about the begin or large scale change effort of establishing a new station. And these three process innovation represent important, time-honored, and successful method of introduction change in organization. I think enough for me. If you any question, please send me question in WA group or psikologi. Thank you for watching my presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.